Hey, what's going on, guys? So it's time for another anime figure haul, and I have a ton of figures to share with you guys in this video. I have about 6 scale figures and a ton of little prize figures that I've been collecting over the past few months. So let's just go ahead and jump straight into it. But before that, guys, I have a sponsor for this video, and it's going to be Sakurako and Tokyo Treat, where they want you to experience Japan from the comfort of your own home through their snack boxes. So Sakurako is a monthly authentic Japanese artisan snack subscription box that supports local Japanese snack makers. Each box comes with 20 traditional authentic Japanese artisan snacks, as well as a tableware item and some Japanese tea. Now each box does have a theme, and for the month of August it's going to be the islands of Okinawa, which is Japan's southernmost prefecture, which is known for its pristine beaches, lush landscapes, and captivating history. So I've already gone through most of this box and had like pretty much everything already, but some of my favorite snacks were definitely going to be the sweet potato chinsuko, which is like a sweet potato biscuit. So if you ever had like a Japanese yam, it tastes just like that in biscuit form, and it just tastes so good and fresh and not artificial at all. I absolutely love that. And then another one was definitely the Okinawa salted caramel nut sable. This is just like a peanut butter cracker, and I'm a huge fan of peanut butter, so I definitely enjoyed that. And then finally, we had the Kokuto Castella cakes, and this was like a bag of little small donut holes, but they were so fluffy and so light and kind of covered with like brown sugar. So good. I ate pretty much the entire bag in one sitting. And as you guys can see, I'm going through the booklet that does come with the box as well, which has all the information on the snacks, including their allergen information and some really interesting information on the actual kind of theme of the box. So a little bit of information on Okinawa in this as well. So really cool. And of course, we do have the two teas. We have the Okinawa Sapin tea, and these are absolutely delicious. I usually drink one and then I save one for my mother whenever she comes over because she has been a big fan. And then of course we have our tableware item, which is this lovely little dish which they call a Kingyo Minnoware plate, and it is super cute. My wife saw it and she absolutely fell in love with it, with these little fish on the inside. Super adorable. And then we have Tokyo Treat, which is a monthly pop Japanese snack subscription box where you will get 20 exclusive limited edition and seasonal flavored Japanese snacks that are only available in Japan for a short period of time. So whereas Sakurako is more focused on the traditional flavors, Tokyo Treat specializes in the more latest and coolest snacks in Japan. And just like Sakurako, Tokyo Treat also has a monthly theme, and for August it's going to be the Summer Festival, or the Natsu Matsuri. And I know you guys who are watching my channel definitely watch anime, so you are well aware of all of these summer festivals these anime characters go to, wearing their yukatas and kimonos, having a good time. And then some of my favorite snacks from this box are definitely going to be the mannequin waffle cookies and cream, which tasted super fresh, very soft, delicious. And then definitely the super sour vinegar chips. I'm a huge fan of vinegar chips, and these were definitely some of the best vinegar chips I've had, and even my dog approved of them, so they were pretty good. And then finally we had the Ramune mochi. I love Ramune soda, and put it in mochi form, I'm definitely going to have some. And then as you can see, the box also comes with a little booklet which has all the snack information as well as the allergen information and some little pop culture references related to the Summer Matsuri theme of the box. So get your own box today or gift a loved one to experience Japan for the comfort of your own home. Use the link below in the description and use code WILL to get $5 off of your first order. Thanks Sakurako and Tokyo Treat for sponsoring this video. Starting off with some prize figures which I think are terrific value, we have Furyu Baikyuu bunnies from Kaguya-sama, Love This War. We have the girls themselves, Ai, Chika, and of course Kaguya. Now when I got these figures, I got them because there aren't really a lot of Kaguya figures out there, and I thought the whole set looked pretty cute, but I was not expecting figures of this scale. They are essentially 1/7 scales. They are absolutely huge. I have a couple Baikyuu bunnies, and I don't think they're that big, so I was very surprised when I got these, and they look absolutely terrific. I mean, you know, they do have the white bunny suits, which I understand a lot of people don't like. In fact, I went on my figure collection and I saw that a lot of people were already painting the bunny suits black, but I kind of like the white. It's different. I mean, I probably would prefer black, but yeah, the white doesn't really look too bad to me. Plus, you know, kind of the red that kind of pokes out with their bows, which is their part of their school uniform, as well as their red heels. You know, it just kind of makes it pop a little bit. But yeah, overall, I think the quality is terrific. I absolutely love Hayasaka here. She has the perfect facial expression and pose. She looks way better, in my opinion, than the quarter scale bunny figure that's coming out. So for me, this was kind of a no-brainer. Kaya also looks pretty well done. And then, of course, we had Chica's lovely personality just kind of popping out. And yeah, she just looks terrific. Now, when I got this figure, unfortunately, Chica's arm was already broken within the actual box that I received it in.
Oh, these are super cute though. Wait a second. Wait, what? Yo, my figure's broken, guys.
A little bit of super glue, we got that fixed very quickly. But yeah, overall, terrific figures, and they cost like 25 or 30 bucks. And you know, they're not like perfect when it comes to the overall sculpting, especially like around the hair. I do see some, yeah, a little messiness when it comes to like Chica's hair. But overall, I would say it's still terrific value and probably some of the best value figures that I picked up this year. All right, now moving on to some scale figures. We'll save the rest of the prize figures for the end of the video, but we have a couple of figures from Kadokawa here. It's a nice little set of 2. I'm not sure why it's not a set of 3 Kadokawa, but yes, just a set of 2. It's going to be from Oshinoko. We have Kana as well as Ruby. And yep, set of 2, not 3. As you guys know, there is a third member of B Komachi named Mimcho, and we do not have her. Not even a announcement card from Kadokawa yet. And these figures were announced a while ago, and that's pretty much why I pre-ordered it. I was like, surely they will have Mimcho at some point, but it's been, I think, like over a year since these cards have been announced. Yeah, it's been over a year since these figures were announced and still no Mimcho. So I'm a little sad. I am a little sad because I think these figures look absolutely terrific. I think they did a really good job with it, specifically with the outfits. You may not like the outfits themselves, but the overall like paint job and sculpt and the shading looks absolutely terrific. I'm sure you'll be able to see it in the B-roll, but yeah, I think they did a terrific job with these figures. Love the poses on all of them. They look great. And I just can't get over the fact that we don't have Mimcho. So I'm a little torn as to whether or not I'm really going to keep these 2. I was thinking about canceling them, but I had ordered through Good Smile Company, so I couldn't cancel them. So yeah, without the third member of the band or the group, the idol group, I don't know if it's worth keeping. So I'm gonna hold out on the hope, but we do have like a couple of sets from, I think Good Smile Company has like a date style, and this new company DMM Factory also has a set of the 3 girls and just some casual clothes, which I think look absolutely terrific. So I'm leaning towards picking those up and kind of like swapping these out, because I don't want to have like too many Oshinoko figures in my collection. I think just kind of like, you know, one figure from each of the girls is enough for me. But yeah, I'm a little sad. Terrific figures, just no Mimcho, can't complete the set. Damn it, Kadokawa. All right, now jumping into another figure that is also part of a set, but she was released a few months after the first figure. It's going to be from the Chorus Recoil. We have Miss Takana here by Good Smile Company, 1/7 scale, of course. And I love me Licore's Recoil, Lust, Takana, Chisato, and I thought these figures looked pretty good. And you know, the price on these were very, very reasonable, like just over $100 for these, I believe. I think Takana was a little bit more expensive, mainly because of her light machine gun that she's rocking here. But yeah, I think she came out, you know, pretty well done. Like, compare, you know, her to the Oshinoko figures that we just looked at, you know, there's not too much in terms of like the shading and the outfit, but it is a very clean paint job and sculpt. Of course, it looks just like Takana. Her pose looks pretty cool, and I do like the light machine gun. The only thing I don't really like about this figure is going to be the base itself. And it's not like a bad base. I mean, it's not really, you know, too big. She has a, you know, wide stance pose, of course. But the thing I don't like about the base is that it does not fit the base of Chisato. Like, Chisato has a completely different looking base. It's circular, which is fine, but it's just like the looks of the base just don't really match. And I'm not sure what Good Smile Company was going for when they were doing these designs, because these figures were clearly designed to be, you know, kind of put side by side together. It's just that the bases, you know, don't kind of connect together, or they don't even match at that fact. So, you know, kind of small gripe. I don't even know if it's a small gripe, because when I have it on display, it does look a little weird with the two different kind of designs of the bases. So I think it's kind of a big gripe, actually. I think it is a big enough gripe to actually talk about. But whatever, it is what it is. I think they look great. Like I said, I love Licora's Recoil. I'm definitely gonna have like a couple of figures of these girls in my collection. But yeah, you know, Good Smile Company with these kind of affordable 1/7 scales are doing a pretty good job, I would say. You know, I can never really be too disappointed with Good Smile Company, and I think this is one that they did a good job on. All right, now moving on to our next scale figure here. This is actually going to be a first for me from this manufacturer called Alice Glint. And just looking at my figure collection, they've been around for roughly 3 years, at least on my figure collection, and they have like roughly 70 figures. But the one that I got is going to be from Dan Machi. We have Miss Ryu line here, and Dan Machi is an IP, really just an anime that I kind of have like a love-hate relationship with. Like, really enjoyed season 1. Season 2 and 3 were just kind of meh, but season 4 was probably one of my favorite anime from 2023, and I would highly recommend it. I mean, like I said, you gotta kind of struggle through seasons 2 and 3, but you will be extremely rewarded if you get to season 4. I absolutely promise you on that one. And Miss Ryu line here was one of the main characters from season 4, and yeah, just kind of fell in love with their character, and that's when the pre-orders went up. So they got me. I was on a Dan Machi Ryu line high when this figure went up for pre-order, and it was an instant PO for me. And they have one figure with a bonus head, and that's one that I got. And the bonus head is one with the mask. She also has another faceplate where she's just kind of, you know, without the mask and whatnot. And yeah, I'm probably going to rock her with the, I haven't actually decided yet. I'm not sure which one I'm gonna do yet, but I think she looks pretty good either way. And overall, I think Alice Glint did a terrific job with this figure. I mean, it's really not much to her actual outfit itself, but the overall sculpt job looks pretty well done. The shading and paint job on her boots looks absolutely terrific. The pose is absolutely perfect. I really do enjoy that about the figure. That's really the reason why I actually got it, because I thought the pose just looked really cool with her like kind of wooden sword, as well as her little small little sword that she has here in her other hand. And yeah, I think they did a terrific job with this figure. The base itself is really, you know, not that big, and it has kind of like a wind effect because she does do kind of like wind magic. So that's kind of what that's supposed to represent, I guess. And the overall like assembly of this figure, it is a little tricky, but it's actually pretty smart the way that they actually did it. Like, her head you can actually take the hood off if you don't want to like rock the cape. You can take all that off, but like the headpiece goes into the hood, and then you got to put like the head and hood, you know, combination onto the body. So it's a whole thing. It takes a little bit of getting used to, but I thought they did a really kind of good job on the actual method of assembly here. So I thought it was very well done. And yeah, I'm not sure how I'm gonna rock her, like with the cape and mask, without the cape, without the mask. I don't know. You have some pretty good options, but I would say, but yeah, I think this is a terrific figure. And again, if you haven't watched Dan Machi, give it a shot. Give it a shot. Like I said, seasons 2 and 3, you gotta bite your lip and just get through it. But season 4, absolutely terrific. All right, now moving on to our last 2 scale figures. And as you guys can see, I've changed clothes, and that's because it's been like 5 days since I started this video. It's been really hectic for me this week, but we're gonna get through this. I'm gonna speed run through these 2 scale figures, and then we're gonna jump into the little bit of prize figures that I picked up. But the first scale figure is going to be Miss Itsuki Nakano from Quintessential Quintuplets, Good Smile Company 1/6 date style figure. And it came out a while ago, and I pretty much picked up the other 4 like at release, but I decided to wait on this one just because I saw that the prices, you know, did come down a little bit in the aftermarket, and I got this one pretty cheap. I mean, it was already really cheap considering, you know, the quality of a 1/6 scale that Good Smile gave to us, but I got it for maybe like a couple thousand cheaper than what it was at release. So there you go, saved a little money. But yeah, I mean, she looks great. Again, the quality of these date style figures is amazing for the price. I think they're like 12,000 or around 13,000, something like that. But I think I got this for like 10,000 on Yahoo Japan auction. But yeah, she looks cute. Definitely not my favorite quintuplet. That's why I was definitely willing to wait on her. But yeah, I think this is actually my favorite quintuplet date style figure though. I just think they really nailed her personality perfectly because we all know that she loves to eat, and just having those treats in her hand, a little bit of cream on her face is absolutely perfect. Her outfit looks great, and yeah, terrific figure. All right, I'm moving on to the final scale figure, and this is actually two figures in one. We have another Good Smile Company scale. We have Yor and Anya Forger from Spy Family, and to be honest, I really only got this figure for the Yor aspect of it, and that's because surprisingly, we do not have a lot of scale figures from Spy Family, specifically of Yor. I think we have like one other one where she's wearing her, kind of like a black assassin dress, which I just wasn't vibing with that figure, specifically, how they did her face. But yeah, I wanted to get a Yor, so I went ahead and picked this one up. I think it was like $160 shipped, so really not too crazy in price. I think maybe a little high for what you get, a kind of like sitting down figure. But yeah, Yor absolutely given. She looks pretty good. They nailed the face. The hair looks fine. Really not too much detail in the actual hair sculpt, but I'm not too worried about that. And she actually does sit by herself, like just on a table, no problem at all. And if you want to put her on the chair, that is magnetic. So I'm not really like too worried about her like falling over too easily. And then we have Anya here. She looks okay. I wasn't like a huge fan of like the facial expression they gave her. I understand why they did. I just kind of wish they just kind of went with like a normal smiling face. But yeah, I mean, she looks fine. Again, I really got it for the Yor. But Anya here, she does not sit by herself, unfortunately. She is just too top heavy. Her head is just too big, so she will fall over. But she is also magnetic if you want to put her on the chair. And the chair, pretty well done. Nothing too much to say about that. Hopefully we get some more like Yor scale figures, especially of her in her, assassin outfit. That's what I'm waiting for. Now jumping into the lightning round. So again, I did pick up some prize figures over the past few months, which is definitely becoming a problem for me because I am starting to run out of space in my collection. But these prize figures are just such good value. I mean, pretty good quality, and they are super cheap, especially when you compare them to like some of these prize figures these days. I just can't help myself. So I've been just buying everything that I see for the most part. But hopefully, fingers crossed, I'll get it under control. But first off, we do have a couple of Marin Kadokawa prizes. And Marin is definitely becoming my most collected character in my collections. He's definitely like one of my top 10, waifu or whatnot. But she just has so many good figures coming out. Just cannot help myself when I see them. So here are a couple of more. Next, we have a desktop cutie of Albedo from Overlord. And this is another character I have a lot of figures of in my collection, which I did not realize until recently. I already have quite a few in my collection right now, and I do have like a couple of pre-order, or I'm thinking about pre-ordering. So yeah, that's another one I need to kind of rethink and try to, maybe slim down my collection because Albedo is definitely starting to blow up a little bit too much. Moving on, we have a relaxed time figure of Yoruchi from Bleach, one of my OG waifu, and unfortunately, we just do not have enough figures of Yoruchi, which is pretty sad. Like not even prize figures. We have the one non-scale from Mega House, which I overpaid for quite a while ago before the figure was re-released when the anime started coming back on. Makes me a little sad, but it's cool. It's cool. I've moved on from that. And then we have this. This is like her best prize figure. And we have like a couple sus looking prize figures as well, which I'm not wasting money on. So yeah, definitely had to pick this one up. Again, one of my OG waifu and just kind of an easy buy. Next, we have Ichika Nakano from Quintessential Quintuplets. This, I believe, is a desktop cutie figure. And, quintuplets, Ichika, my favorite one out of the bunch. So I was like, why not? I thought it was super adorable. And again, the quality is pretty well done. And luckily, this one does not take up too much space on my desk. And then finally, we have these little mini figures from Jujutsu Kaisen. Now, these are Mega House's Puchirama series figures, and they are so tiny, but they're just really cool because pretty much most of them, for the most part, just kind of reenact a scene from the actual anime. And I got my first Puchirama figure like back at a con of Yor kicking a guy down the alleyway. And after that, I was like, you know what? I gotta have more of these. So here I am with some Jujutsu Kaisen figures, and these all came in like a set. I think they're like $30 or so if you get them from Yahoo Japan auction. So not like too crazy, I guess, but the detail is actually there. They're very small, and it's okay. But I'm very impressed by how much detail they fit in these very small figures. So little cool little figures. They have some from other series as well. On my figure collection, I see some from Demon Slayer, Spy Family, like I said, One Piece, Dragon Ball, Tokyo Revengers. So really cool little figures. So definitely check them out. So that's all the figures from this haul, but I have a lot more coming. But if you want to check out some of my other unboxings, check out this video right here, and I'll catch you guys later. Peace.